who is going to serve at the start of the match.
Well, Escude certainly getting that right. He called incorrectly, and so Rafter had the choice on the spin of the coin and elected to serve.
.73 kilometers an hour. That's from Patrick Rafter, who, rather like Stefan Edberg, goes for a lot of spin, a lot of accuracy, a lot of depth, rather than just sheer pace on the serve. He'll be around the 170k mark most of the time. Escude, who had a good run here last year, reached the third round then, beating Beresategi and Kuetin, lost to Kuvelnikov. After also lost in the third round last year to Krajicek. Having broken a few French hearts by beating Pialine.
I think Rafter striving for extra bit of pace in it, or extra bit of kick, extra something special on the second serve. He knows he's got to change things around a little bit.
Muddy Waters, the gentleman with the blue shirt there. That's a physical trainer. Of course, he doesn't have a full-time coach. Works a lot with his Davis Cup coach, Tony Roach.
Escude's got a good two-handed backhand, but it doesn't always reveal itself in the return of serve.
Well, he had to work pretty hard for his opening service game, but the number 3 seed takes it in the end. 1-love. Nicolas Escude's opening service game. 6'1" he stands, 1m85, exactly the same as Rafter. Although looking at the two men, Escude looks much taller because he's a bit like a beanstalk, and Rafter's a bit built like a battleship.
Well, Rafter's obviously seen Santoro play here, drop-shotting the return of serve. But unlike Santoro, who tends to lob volley, playing the angle volley. Yes, it's all very well to say that you're the underdog and that you've got nothing to lose, but people's expectations rise. And at the same time, really good to see Escude proving himself as he did against Becker. Semi-finalist at the Australian, but such a long way away.
Patrick, who's not playing next week in either Stockholm or Moscow, he's going home to his base in Bermuda, get a bit of sunshine, he hopes. First overrule from Romano Grolotti, although the way things are shaping up over there at the moment, he's quite likely to encounter a hurricane. They seem to be coming at the western seaboard, or eastern seaboard, I should say, of the States with great regularity.
Well, Rafter doing his own calling here. Terrific judgment.
I suppose I could call that the magic roundabout shot. And we'll rename Escude Zebedee.
Certainly not very easy to pick yourself up. You become a little discombobulated. Well, that's the threat. If he's got an opening, Escude, he's not going to push shots. He'll go for them.
And he has an immediate chance to break back. Lovely depth on the first volley.
And following it up by really moving towards the net for the second one, so that Escude, looking for the angle, really didn't have much space in front of Rafter. Had Rafter held back near the service line, it would have been a terrific shot from the Frenchman. Of course, with that in mind, Escude must bear in mind the lob off the backhand side. Always a good weapon to have against the net rusher.
Sorry, mate.
Escude awaits the call. It's never going to come. Might have done better. It was a good lob.
At least he'll have Rafter thinking, and Rafter may feel that he can't commit quite as totally to getting close to the net now. Well, you can see the quality in Escude. He was out of position here and yet came very close to bringing it off. Rafter was beaten. So often the test of talent, what you can do with a shot that you shouldn't be doing much with.
Yep, says Rafter. Return flashes by him.
You see this one not getting the kick that he can get, say, at Flushing Meadow on those hard courts. He's perhaps got to try and use a few more really flat serves as well as the kick.
Well, Escudé doing really well, because I thought Rafter's reflex volley here would have won the point for him. And for once, Rafter a little flat-footed here. Backed off. Corey Love back to deuce. Very few men have been serving and volleying all the time behind the second serve. It's quite a slow indoor court. As you say, Frew, after having to really work for his service games, but he keeps winning them. And he leads 4-1 with the one break of...
A bit of a Houdini expert coming back from situations he looks to have lost. In the Australian, even against Becker, he had 4 set points in the first set. And that takes sometimes much more of an effort when you've had the chances.
And again.
Well, if Escudé could just jump off to a good start in the Rafter service game, a couple of points, or love 15 or 15-30.
Likes to go for a full swing all the time, doesn't he, on the service return? Do you think he has to learn to compromise a little?
Well, the more shots you got, the better, as a rule. You won't always have that amount of time, even on a faster surface. But what this is very clever use of the serve now by Rafter, because the first point of the game, serving into the body, Escudé immediately thinking of backhand, what he has to do with it. The next serve came to the forehand.
173 kilometers an hour. That's from Patrick Rafter, who, rather like Stefan Edberg, goes for a lot of spin, a lot of accuracy, a lot of depth, rather than just sheer pace on the serve. He'll be around the 170k mark.
Well, Escude certainly getting that right. He called incorrectly, and so Rafter had the choice on the spin of the coin and elected to serve.
Who is going to serve at the start of the match. Having broken a few French hearts by beating Pierline. Most of the time. Escude, who had a good run here last year, reached the third round then, beating Beresategi and Kuetin, lost to Kuvelnikov. After also lost in the third round last year to Krajcek.